So we've been informed that you like to use swing trading and intraday techniques. Which do you prefer? When do you use them?
Yeah, well, you can use either, or I use either at any time. It depends on when the opportunities are arriving. I mean, at the moment, just having had Brexit, there's a lot of swing trading opportunities and day trading opportunities, because the markets are trying to find levels at the moment on the backlash of all the volatility that we've seen. So it's not like I can't just sit there on a Monday and say, I'm going to swing trade this week and find some opportunities. It doesn't work that way. You have to wait for the opportunities to come to you. As a trader, you've got to have a lot of patience and wait for the market to come to you rather than try and impose your will onto the market. And that's where a lot of traders go wrong, because they'll sit in front of their screens and say, right, I want to trade today. Come on then, find me a trade. And then they'll push it, and then they can't help themselves and they start clicking away, buying and selling, and that's how they lose. So you have to just let the market come to you. But as a mix, I'd say it's a 50-50 for me nowadays, day trading and swing trading. Day trading is your bread and butter, and you get an instant result. When you're day trading, you're going to know probably within the next hour or two, or maybe 3 hours, whether you were right or wrong, whether you've made money or not. When you're swing trading, you might be sitting in a position for several weeks. So you're not going to have that end result for some time into the future. So the advantage of day trading is that you get that instant feedback. With swing trading, you don't, but with swing trading, you make more money.
What do you need to succeed on an intraday trade?
You've got to have a lot of discipline. Discipline is one of the biggest factors as a day trader, because you have to have the discipline to be able to sit on your hands and have that discipline to sit back and have the patience to not force it, not impose your will onto the market, because sometimes the market just isn't giving it to you. You've got a certain kind of style, but the market on that particular day is just drifting sideways. But your style might be, you're a trend-based trader, so don't try and force it to try and think, oh, well, it's going to break out and there's going to be a trend today at some point. It's not always the case. So discipline in many factors, the discipline to be able to sit on your hands and not take trades, the discipline to not revenge trade after you've just had a losing trade and not think, oh, I've got to go straight back into the markets. At all levels, discipline is the biggest factor. And it was the big thing for me when I was in my early years to learn myself, because I was ill-disciplined, because I was so competitive that I just wanted to win all the time. And what you realize as a trader is that the skills that we learn in life are not appropriate to trading. See, when we go to school as a child, right from day one, before we even go to school, we're taught about right and wrong. So our parents teach us about right and wrong. You've got young children at the moment. You're constantly helping them out there, I'm sure. When they go to school, if 1 + 1 isn't 3, that's wrong, and so on and so forth. So all the way through your education, we're indoctrinated about what's right and what's wrong, about trying to be right as much as we can in order to pass our exams, whether it be at school or at university, and even into the working world. Well, when we go into the trading arena, being right or wrong, you have to accept being wrong is one of those things. You can't be right all of the time. So we have to say there's not actually anything wrong with being wrong, with losing. And for a lot of people, they're not used to that, because we're taught through life that being wrong is bad. And yet in trading, it's not. If you're wrong 40% of the time, that's actually a good thing. I'm wrong 50% of the time, a lot of the time, and I can still make money. But I don't get upset about the fact that I'm wrong, but a lot of traders will do, because they want to be right as much as possible. And that's what I'm saying. You have to have completely different skill sets for trading.
Do you ever use momentum trading techniques?
Yes. So momentum trading techniques can be defined in two different ways. Some people classify momentum trading as breakout trading, and so I will take some breakouts. But other people will classify momentum trading as using momentum indicators. So yes, I will use momentum-based indicators in my trading as well. And what they do is they just give me an idea of the strength of the move that's coming. So you can often see that in the price action anyway, but it's quite nice to have a confirmation in the momentum indicators. Sometimes you might have a price move that's developed, but the momentum indicators are actually diverging against that. So that will then give me some caution to say, actually, maybe I don't take this trade. So yes, momentum trading is quite important to me.